Hello, math students. Yesterday we learned about angles. We learned that some angles are right angles, where they make the corner of a page or the corner of a room. We learned about angles that are smaller than right angles. These angles are called acute angles. You don't have to memorize the name, but I always think of acute, mean like a cute little puppy or a cute little baby. We usually think that as small. We learned that there are angles that are larger than right angles. These angles are called obtuse angles. And if you say it that way over and over, it'll stick in your brain as meaning big. So these are the three kinds of angles. Here's our right angle. Here is an angle larger than a right angle called an obtuse angle. And here's an angle smaller than a right angle. Can you pause the video and practice drawing these kind of angles in your math notebook? When you're ready, start it back up again. We can sort triangles also by angles. If a triangle has a right angle in it, only one is needed, it is called a right triangle because it has a right angle in it. If the angle, or triangle, that should say, if the triangle has all three angles that are smaller than a right angle, it is an acute triangle. Remember, we think acute meaning smaller than 90. If the triangle has just one angle that is larger than a right angle, it's an obtuse angle. Here's some examples. This is a right triangle because I can make a box in the corner that will completely cover the red. So it is a right angle. That's a right triangle. This is an obtuse triangle because this angle right here is larger than a right angle. And all three angles are smaller than this square. So they're all smaller. So that's called an acute triangle. But wait! There's more. We can also sort triangles by the length of their sides, too. For example, there's three kinds of triangles to sort this way. If all three are the same length, we call it an equilateral triangle. If only two are the same length, now we're talking how long the sides are, we call it an isosceles. Eyes, you have two eyes, right? So this is two sides the same length, isosceles. And if none of the sides are the same, we call it a scalene. Again, I'm not so worried about the names as you notice that this triangle has all three sides the same length. This side is equal to this side, which is equal to that side. So they're all equal. Isosceles, this side is 3 long and this side is 3 long. So we got it. This is an isosceles. Two sides are the same length. And this has 1, 2, 3 different length sides. It is scalene. No sides are the same length. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Can we give each of these two names? One based on the angles and one based on the length of the side. I'm going to grab my handy dandy pen. I think this one is probably a scalene because all three sides are different lengths. And I think it might be an obtuse as well because this looks like it's larger than a right angle. This one here looks like it is a right angle. So I'm going to call this one a right triangle. And all three sides are different length. So it is a scalene. Pause the video and see if you can identify if these are all three the same or if they're all three different. I see this looks like a right triangle. So I'm going to put an R here. But I'm going to say all three sides are different length. So I'm going to call it a scalene. I don't see any right triangle here. They're all smaller